round number 6 as Wheeler in the blue comes out to meet Marquez in the black trimmed in red. It has been a very busy and a very tough fight for both these men. Two very active, very good featherweights, and they have nearly identical records. Each has won 12 and lost 1. The only difference being that Wheeler's had 5 knockouts, while Marquez has knocked out 9 guys. He's a little heavier hitter who boxes very well too. I don't mean to minimize his boxing skills. They're considerable. The other guy's perhaps a better boxer than puncher, but he can hit and hurt you too.
That's a pretty good jab from Marquez there, Tom. If he can connect with jabs on Wheeler, Wheeler's going to have trouble. That's why I keep saying that. I think he needs to be first with his jab from his standpoint. Wheeler's only defeat, by the way, in his career came a couple of fights back by decision to the undefeated Robert Garcia in an NABF title bout. Garcia, another one of the rapidly growing talented stable of Robert Alcazar. It's quite a stable of boxers growing there with, of course, De La Hoya. Johnny Tapia now is located in the Big Bear with Alcazar. Carlos Famous Hernandez.
And now Marquez is cautioned by Rosadilla to keep his punches up, and that elicits a roar of Larry. You don't know what you're looking at from the crowd.
Juan had a look at his own face like, what, who, me?
That's right. Nice left hand by Wheeler and a pretty good countering left thrown in there by Marquez. That punch by Marquez caught on the arm of Wheeler, which is not to say it didn't hurt or sting, but
that one stung Wheeler, Tom. A left hook this time.
Yeah, now Wheeler's holding on again.
Oh boy, that didn't help Marquez any. Rosadilla grabbed Marquez away from Wheeler as he was going in after him. Wheeler's in trouble again. It's quite clear that he has trouble absorbing the power of Marquez when Marquez lands cleanly.
Marquez trying to put him away, nailed him with a big-time right hand in the second. Caught him with a good left here in round number 6, and Wheeler's back on his bicycle. Boy, Marquez just keeps coming on, doesn't he? That right hand, that hurt Wheeler again.
Boy, his legs are just going, Tom. Look at those skinny legs. Those are real, not very strong underpinnings under that pretty long body for this weight class.
That's right.
Of Julian Wheeler, and they're not succeeding in holding him up too good here in this round. He's wobbly.
Trying to stave off Marquez in the closing seconds of round number 6. There's the bell. He escapes, but he'll have to be revived, pumped back up between rounds, because Marquez will be after him once round 7 gets underway. Nacho Beristain looking in at his talented young fighter, and across the way they are working feverishly over Julian Wheeler.
I would take a look at it now, and once again Wheeler getting hurt, that time by a short left inside, and look at how wobbly he goes. He's just all over the place. Here's that quick left hook, and then the right hand followed. I mean, it was just like lightning. You could barely see it. The left hand, and then just a quick, maybe 6-7 inch punch. A right hand.
Looking back at it, I don't know what kept him from going down. He looked as though he was headed for the deck.
Look at Beristain talking to Marquez. It's like a father-son thing over there.
Yep.
He's a terrific trainer, Beristain.
Marquez is not without the effects of a very busy fight. His face showing some bruising and some swelling as well. Well, as he did in round 3, Wheeler here in round 7 will have to be on his horse and moving. I don't think he wants to stand there and trade right hands with Marquez. Remember again, Marquez has only had to go past 8 rounds once. So we'll see if Wheeler can take him into the 9th and 10th. Maybe his experience will have a little telling effect.
Yeah, but he better get him there, Tom, because it appears as though Marquez can take Wheeler's best shot, but that Wheeler can't really take Marquez's best shot too good.
That left hand by Wheeler is a wild thing from time to time and has more of a slapping effect when he hooks with it rather than a straight short and to the point jab.
I'll tell you one thing about Wheeler, though, Tom, is when he's hurt, he recognizes it and does try to hold. A lot of young guys really haven't mastered that aspect of it, of being able to clinch a guy when a guy hurts him. And, you know, he does. He knows he's hurt, and he comes right out and he grabs his man.
That right hand by Marquez had more slap than anything to it. It looked good, and it had a big sound effect, but it really wasn't that great a punch. No, you're absolutely right. He grabs you and holds on and waits for the referee to separate him from the other guy, and then he'll grab him again. He's been hurt twice, in the second and in the sixth. Looked as though he was headed for the deck, did not go down. As you pointed out, Rich, that Marquez has the advantage of saying to himself, this guy's best shot can't hurt me that much.
Yeah, and I think he's willing to walk right in and maybe take a shot or two in order to try to get his punches home.
Wheeler, for all of his trouble in round 6, is not showing much backup here in round 7. In fact, he's fighting quite well.
Yeah, he seems to recuperate pretty quick.
Yes, he does. Marquez looks like it's on the verge of becoming a troublesome thing, Rich Morano.
Yeah, he started to squint with it, Tom, as early as the second round, and little by little it gets worse.
It seems to be closing up as the seconds come to a close, bringing round 7 nearer completion. We'll be back to see about round 8 right after this. Round number 8 here at the Great Western Forum. Couple of dandy young featherweights. You're watching in the black and the red, Juan Manuel Marquez. In the blue trunks, Julian the Dealer Wheeler. Each man with a record of 12 wins and a loss. Nice left hand by Marquez. He's had Wheeler wobble-legged on 2 occasions in round number 2 and again in the 6th round. Wheeler came back and I thought fought quite well in round number 7, might have even won the round. And now in round number 8. And remember that Marquez has only gone past 8 once in his young career. Why, he comes out looking kind of finish this one off.
Yeah, I think we've got a very close fight here, Tom. Those rounds that Marquez won were decisive rounds, but I don't think enough to give him a 10-8 round. Even though he was hurting Wheeler, he probably still on the judges' scorecards. I know on mine was getting credit for a 10-9, which is no better than, you know, Wheeler squeaking by in a previous round at 10-9.
Exactly. Reminder, we've got the WBC Super Bantamweight title bout on the bill of fare tonight. Great fight card here at the Great Western Forum. That'll be Hector Acero Sanchez defending his title against Daniel Zaragoza. Quintessential, the old Ultimate Warrior. Back for one more shot. His trying for his 4th world title and trying to avenge what many people thought was a job that he got handed to him back in June in Ledyard, Connecticut. A lot of people think he beat Sanchez. Should have had the title, but didn't get it.
Well, I certainly was one of those who thought that, Tom. I really felt Zaragoza deserved the decision that night. Hey, Marquez, you know, we showed you the tape of his fight. Let's see how Wheeler survives that left hook, Tom. But we showed you the tape of his beating Rodriguez in 1 round. His previous fight, he knocked out Julio Cesar Portillo here at the Forum in 4 rounds, which qualified Portillo the other night for a fight with Orlando Canizales for the title.
Figure that? On the big card up in Vegas, exactly. And Canizales just took him apart.
And did you see Portillo? I couldn't help laugh. Before the fight started, Portillo was sitting in his corner, and he looked like a man who was about to go to the electric chair.
Exactly, and not to denigrate the considerable talents of the announcers at ringside, but they thought it was a magnificent victory for Canizales to beat Portillo, who I don't know why did he catch somebody in delicto flagrante? How did he get that fight?